can spell bullshit a mile away, Oxford University. And there's absolutely nothing but that in this response. You actively lie and virtue signal about things that you yourself do. If you'll bear with me, this needs to get out. One of the top universities in the world, and this is the best that they could come up with when their students are expressing outrage about their money going towards horrendous atrocities happening in Gaza. If you don't know, this is what Oxford looked like right now. That was the scene today when the Vice Chancellor of Oxford called in cops on her own students to manhandle and brutalize them in response to a peaceful protest, which she claims was not a peaceful protest, but a, quote, violent action that forcefully overpowered the receptionist and got entry to the Vice Chancellor's office. Which, you know what? It would be great if we could verify these claims if you didn't take the phones of the protesters who got in, who recorded the whole thing. And guys, shock horror, worst of all, the Vice Chancellor was on a call, guys. Oh my goodness. So claims of manhandling and violence would ring a whole lot more relevant from a vice chancellor that didn't call in brutes to manhandle her own students she is meant to be protecting. Same thing with concerns about the intimidating environment created. You know what's a whole lot more intimidating than peaceful protesters yelling for the end of atrocities? One of your fellow students being taken out on a stretcher after a peaceful protest. Seeing that the K-9 unit was called in response to peaceful protests that offered to leave, which also you kindly left out of your message that you sent to everyone in the university. Why did you, if you want to promote a non-intimidating, non-violent environment on this sanctuary of education, call in brutes with their dogs to intimidate peaceful protesters who offered to leave? Instead of letting the protesters go, which they offered to do, according to basically everyone reporting on this, you said, no, I'm going to brutalize my own students. So I absolutely care about a welcoming, non-intimidating, comfortable environment for everyone at the university I attend. You don't, Irene.